Welcome back to the channel, guys. So I'm gonna be heading on to the next scenario. I might keep going with the Liu Yan occasionally, but the Ma Chao run, I'm considering it done. I mean, I don't think anybody can stop me. I mean, I'm pretty much running roughshod over everybody. So I'm gonna be, let me just boot it up so I can show you guys where I'm going next. So the next one, I'm actually going back to the old well because I finished this one with South Sea. So the split of the South family, I'm pretty sure I talked about this in my South Sea playthrough, which if you haven't seen that already on the channel, go check that one out. I think I actually got that one all the way through uploaded on the channel. I really like this scenario. It's a throwback. It's from Romance 9, and in that one, you know, I played it a shit ton too. And this one I haven't played it too much, but mostly because there's so many scenarios in this game to dabble in. But you know, basically Cao Cao dies, the Cao family splits up, which it almost happened in the novel. And so, you know, the idea is it's a new, you know, it's kind of a free-for-all all over again because of the power vacuum, right? I'm thinking of well, I'm not thinking of, we're going with Cao Pi. I was thinking of Cao Zhang, but his position is actually, honestly it could be kind of boring. It's pretty much, it would pretty much play like Yuan Shao or something. You know, you're pretty safe, you're isolated, all your enemies are in front of you. Cao Pi's position was always a lot of fun to play in Romance 9 because you're at war with everybody. I mean, it's a little bit like if anybody's played Rome Total War, any of the Total Wars, doesn't matter which ones, the Secluded Empire, you know, they're at war all over the place with everybody. It's kind of like that. You know, your siblings are at war with you. Sun Quan's going to be pushing his way north, so he's going to be getting closer and closer. I mean, you're already bordering him, but if he is, the stronger he gets pushing north, the easier, you know, it's going to be for him to put pressure on you. Liu Bei, of course, you got Ma Tang. I mean, you have enemies on all sides, despite the fact that you're the strongest, because you are the strongest sibling. But it's, you know, it's not all it's cracked up to be when it comes to Cao Pi. This scenario, like, I kind of discovered this scenario by accident. I mean, I clicked on it, and every time I played it in Romance 9, I noticed that Cao Pi would have he would always collapse. So I started playing him because I figured the AI is doing a dumb job. He should be able to run everybody over. And no, it's very easy to collapse because of that. You're on war on every front. So even though he's got 130, 72 officers, so you have more than your other siblings, I think, put together, right? 60 and 58, that's 110. That's still only 60 officers. So yeah, I mean, Cao Xiang doesn't really count. I just remembered, I played this at Cao Xiang. A very short-lived, if you guys want to see a very short-lived run as Cao Xiang, I would check that out on the channel too. It had its moments. It's only like 4 videos, and I tried to hold off, and I think I gave a good accounting of myself, honestly. I think I did some work, because he's got Man Kong, if I remember, and he's got, who else did he have that was pretty good? Yu Jin and Cao Hong. He's got these 3, and Zhu Ling's no slouch either. So even though he's terrible, I almost deployed Cao Xiang, and just to see, but thank God that I did it because I was up against it right away. And like I said, it was a short-lived scenario. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I could freaking talk about these starting positions like all day. Somebody else needs to make a channel talking about starting positions and stuff like that. Just shooting the shit, you know. Anyway, so Cao Pi, you have more than your siblings, but you're gonna need all these soldiers because, again, you're surrounded on all sides. So my plan, this is my plan. I don't know if it's, you know, again, this is my, I don't even want to call it a strategy because it's more of a role play, but what I'd like to do is play as him, you know, bring my siblings to heal, reconquer Wei, and then march out and conquer the rest of China. So, you know, we're not really gonna look to expand or overthrow anybody else. We're gonna settle the sibling rivalry, and then once Wei's united under Cao Pi, then we'll march out and actually conquer any territory. So that would be the deal. We'd unify Hubei and then probably march south or march west or something. I don't know. Probably gonna play on hard. One of the things I'm thinking of, just to increase the randomness of it, is to have a self-imposed rule of no adjundants. You know, so that way I can deploy my best officers or whatever, but what tactics they use, it's kind of going to be up to them. I mean, I guess I could, if I really need to win a battle, I can just give an officer that's really good, you know, his one really powerful tactic. But even then, you're sacrificing power, because the more tactics, the more meter you build up, the more powerful the tactic when you finally use it. So I think that's a good trade-off, and that'll increase a little bit more of the, you know, the variance of how battles could turn out. I mean, and I could end up abandoning it. I mean, if I have to save the scenario, then believe me, I'll throw that rule in the trash can. But I'm just thinking off the top of my head, it might make it a little bit more interesting. So yeah, outside of this, which I think I'll probably upload the first one sometime this weekend. So I've been on the lookout for the first upload for this. Outside of this, I'm also thinking of playing another scenario. Now this one I might not upload all the time, but I'm thinking of doing a Yuan Shao run at Guandu. Either Guandu as Yuan Shao, which I'm pretty sure I don't need to explain to everybody. Everybody knows that one. Or Yuan Shao in 198 Lubu campaign. And I might do Lubu campaign because it's kind of like the Cao Pi thing. You're kind of caught in a pincer. You have Gongsun Zhang up there, and if you don't trigger events, which I'm not going to trigger events, then you do have to fight it out with him. And you have South to the south, so you can kind of be in a spot. You can kind of be in some tough spots. In the past, I have had some really tough runs, but that's a different romance game. I don't know how it'd play out in this one. But what I'm thinking to do is maybe the 198, because I'd like to play as Yuan Shao and then trigger, you know, his death, the faction splitting, and then, you know, settle the civil war, and then keep going from there. So I think the 198 will give me a few more years, because Yuan Shao, I think, passes away at 202. So if I do Guandu, I only have 2 years. If I do Lubu campaign, I get 4. So yeah, like I said, I'm not sure if I'm gonna kick that one out at the same time or on top of the I might just do small uploads in between of this one. And on top of that, I think in about a week or two we're gonna get Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2, so I'm gonna be playing that on my Twitch. Right now I'm playing some horror games, so if anybody likes horror games, check out my Twitch. It's Archive Gaming, so you'll just search me on Twitch, you'll find me on there. But once Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2 drops, I'll be playing that on Twitch, and you'll see videos. Those videos start kicking out over here on the channel as well. So yeah, that's gonna be where the channel's going in the next little while. So like I said, I know for sure I'm gonna have the split of the South family. I don't know how long it's gonna last. I mean, we'll see. The Cao Pi one is really difficult. I mean, I've lost it. I used to lose it a lot in the past. It's the only way the easy way to survive is to just make alliances with everybody. But I don't want to do that. I feel like South P, I mean, would South P make an alliance with anybody? I just think to myself, it wouldn't make any sense. Maybe Ma Teng is the only person he'd make an alliance with, because Ma Teng wouldn't, technically they wouldn't get on, but there wouldn't be any real direct hostility between them. Whereas Liu Bei, you know, this is the Cao Cao Dai is returning from Huarong Road, so these guys would be nemesises. Sun Quan, of course, for his hand in Chibi. His siblings are rebelling, so he wouldn't bury the hatchet with them. You know, so maybe Ma Teng we can get an alliance with. But that'd be the only one really that I'd allow myself to do that. Everyone else would be free game, so fighting on all these fronts is going to be... it should be kind of chaotic. It should be crazy. I'm already thinking maybe I might have to pull out of the north. Get the hell out of Ye. Consolidate my forces before I start marching. But yeah, if anybody has any suggestions, scenarios, insight into this one, if anybody's played this one as South P, or if you've seen this one play out, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care, guys.